Welcome back for numbers 31 through 40. Of course, we start off with the revision, so let's just go through those. If you don't know any of them, then of course go back to the earlier videos or just pause when I flick through to check if I've done it right. No, nearly made a mistake there, because prosperous is two suns. It isn't a trove of suns, if you will. It's working from sun up till sundown. There we are. Gotta catch yourself sometimes. And if things like that do happen, then sometimes it's important to think, okay, why was it confusing? And you just really got to remind yourself of the key phrase and if there's anything you can do to make it more clear. That's what I find. So prosperous, I had to remember sun up to sundown instead of just being a load of suns. So there's nothing more prosperous than two suns. That might not help because you might be thinking of more suns. But we're nearly there now. Nightbreak is of course dawn. Spine is a pictograph. Sparkle, that's where we got confused last time. Think of the kaleidoscope, that should help. So it doesn't get too confusing. New one, gallbladder. So the moon has a lot of ghoul sticking around after sunrise, so after the month long I have to start working at nightbreak. This really activates my gallbladder, getting angry. I have to think of one for that. Span, well, of course that the sun spans from one horizon to the other horizon, very easy. Concave, that looks like a pictograph if ever I've seen one, goes in, not to be confused with convex. Very straightforward, isn't it? There we are. Olden times, 18. olden times. The old man with the walking stick kept talking of olden times all day long, as they tend to do. Got nothing else to say. Oneself, that's the dot. And I. Faced with his clone, our hero valiantly cut a mark on his forehead right above his eye so that his comrades could tell his true oneself from the enemy. Choose an eyedropper for oneself, aim from above to put a drop into the eye. I prefer the clone. So, to say it's me as oneself, it's a mark above the eye. White, quite similar. A white ray is a drop of sun. Even a small drop of the sun would make you see nothing but white. Wow. 100 is 100 turns sideways, if you like the Roman numerals earlier. But also in Japanese, that you got the one on top of white, and in Japanese the 99 years old is your white year for that reason, so that might help as well. I think of the snake mouth with a stick in the middle, just jarred right in. 1,000, it takes many drops of 10 to get to 1,000, or just looks a bit like a T. And there we are. And now we just, of course, go back through them, and I clicked it too soon. Convex, I'll have to double check the stroke order on that one. Olden times, of course, being 18 years old. Oneself is the drop above your own eye. Gallbladder, that's why I needed a new one, because it was working for a month, and then at daybreak, early rising. Moon has a lot of gall sticking around after sunrise. So I would say that the gallbladder, maybe to be confused with liver then, is something that is the part of your body that you would feel at daybreak, depending on what activities, of course, you'd been doing the night before. Span, from one horizon to the other. 100, of course, that's one more than the white year. That's just like the snake mouth. There we are. White, well, of course, we know the one already. A white ray is a drop of sun, but I find it easy to remember from 100. And then 1,000 is many drops of 10. And there we have it. So, thank you very much for joining in and coming tomorrow for 41 through 50. Until next time, keep learning.